what are the options available to Donald Trump, A, and B, bringing to bear pressure on Xi Jinping seemingly has not worked in reining in Kim Jong-un. What are his options, should he want any options?
Well, it's not clear that he wants any. Frankly, he doesn't have much invested in North Korea. If the United States were to attack North Korea, he could lean back and say, this is American aggression. They interrupted my negotiation. I was trying to bring peace, and the U.S. acted. If the United States fails to act, then he can say the United States is relatively weak. So he's in a position where he's happily saying that he wants to stop the North Koreans, but he's quite happy putting the Americans in this conundrum.
Well, fundamentally, he doesn't want to have a U.S.-friendly state on his border, does he? And neither does Russia with their tiny border.
Well, the issue is not whether North Korea is going to be a friendly state, nor is it about regime change. It's whether the United States is going to attack the nuclear facilities, whether or not we're also going to attack the artillery concentration that has Seoul within its range. We have two carrier battle groups in position. The American Strategic Command is on alert in Guam, has been on alert for a while. You have several hundred fighters in Japan and South Korea. So the real issue here is not whether or not there's going to be a friendly regime in North Korea or not. It is the American decision, which is that under no circumstances will North Korea have the option of striking the United States with nuclear weapons. The Defense Secretary of the United States has made it very clear that we're not going to wait till they have the capability. We're going to act as soon as we feel that they're in range.
George, what does Kim want here, Kim Jong-un, ultimately? Because it almost is like in 1984, that state with the war continuing in Oceania constantly. Now, ultimately, how can he be mollified, if at all? I mean, is he logical or is he deranged and unstable, as so many other people put it?
Well, we've regarded every North Korean leader as deranged, and they've all survived. So they must know something about what they're doing. Their number one interest is regime survival. They don't want the government of North Korea to collapse. They don't want the country to be occupied. Their concern is that unless they have a deterrent to the United States at some point, with or without other countries, may act against it. For the North Koreans, this is their guarantee that it won't happen. From the American point of view, it puts a lot of confidence in Kim that he really isn't crazy, which, whether I think he is or not, we're not going to risk the United States national security on that bet.